we have a live finally this week. And I am about to turn on my channel on my laptop so that I can see what is going on and I can see all of your chats and everything. How is everyone doing today? Thank you so much for hopping on here at such short notice. But I was feeling pretty okay finally. Hi Robin. Thanks for joining. I was feeling pretty okay to be able to finally do a live. There has been a lot going on. Hi Ira, Victoria. There's been a lot going on with my health lately, so it's been rough, but hey, I'm dealing with it one day at a time. Hi, Chicky Art. Thank you for joining. So, as you see, I have all of these goodies laid out here that we are going to be discussing. So, how are you all doing today? What's been going on in your world? So let's see. Let me get things situated. I have my coffee. So I am just ready. I am ready. Take a little sip of that. Hi, Miss Bucci. Hey, girl. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for stopping by. So I have my coffee. I have my water. Get your coffee, your water, your tea. And let's get ready, okay? Let's get ready to do this. So let's see if I can make sure I have everything in frame that I want in frame. I think that's good. Okay, so I need to move all of this off my desk. All right. So let's put all of this to the side and see if I can do this without dropping everything. Let's just see if I can do that. Tried to find the Hobby Lobby clearance. Oh, you weren't able to find it. Oh, it's crazy. Sometimes I think those Hobby Lobbies, they don't put their stuff on clearance fast, or either they put it on clearance, and if it's an artsy community, they probably snatch those clearance items up faster than you can blink your eye. But fortunately, where I am, I don't think there's too many arts and crafts and adult colorists and hobbyists. So I'm able to find a few things. But how many Hobby Lobbies did you go to? Did you go to more than one? Or did you only go to one Hobby Lobby in your area? Oh, there wasn't anything good. Well, that's understandable. It's always a hit or miss sometimes. But today we are doing a Q&A. I have a few questions that have already been asked. So we are going to go over those. I will just let you know right off the bat what those questions are. And then if we have time, we will open the floor up for additional questions so that you here can ask whatever your coloring questions are. You can do that. So let me open up the questions here. All right, one of the questions is from you, Chicky Art. How to use distress inks for backgrounds. So we're going to talk about that one. Let's see, how to use glossy accents. We're going to talk about that one. And how to keep track and organize your coloring book collection. We're going to discuss that one. And let me open up the Facebook. All right. Let's see, inking up stencils. Let's see, top 3 budget color pencil sets that are different than the others. Which ones do I like best? What is paint thinner used for? And how to figure out a color blend for a page with color pencils without it looking muddy. So we have quite a few questions to address and get going. So this is going to be fun. All right, this is going to work very nice. All right. Oh, Chicky, you've been to 3 Hobby Lobbies and nothing? Oh no. And Yvonne have been to 2 and nothing marked down. Wow. That is not good. That is a total bust. You know what? What I would do, both of you, the next time you go in any of those Hobby Lobbies, ask well, not a sales associate, because sometimes they be acting like they don't be knowing what's going on. But ask one of the managers, ask to speak to a manager and ask, have they done the markdowns? And if they haven't, when will they be doing it? Because a lot of times they will take their time and not do the markdowns, like they'll take forever to do them. And then sometimes they'll have all the markdowns on the aisles instead of putting them all on the clearance aisle. Because my Hobby Lobby has clearance aisles and clearance areas, but I found most of my goodies on the shelf. They were hanging on the actual shelf and not in the clearance item. So I mean the clearance aisle or section. So I was like, wait a minute, why is everything just on the shelf like normal, but it has a clearance sticker on it? So I don't know what's up with that, but I have went to Hobby Lobbies in the past and asked them, look, have you done your markdowns yet for the year? And they'll be like, no, we hadn't done them yet. We're going to work on them next week or whatever. So it'll be a good thing to ask them if they've done them already. All right, so let's get started. Let's see. I think we'll get started with, I don't know, the ink. Well, since you're here, Chicky, we'll start with your question about using distress inks. We may have to do a part 2 to this because I can just only imagine what's about to happen. And you'll see what I'm talking about when it happens, because what I actually want to do right now is maybe try to make at least one of our DIY, what do you call it, tools, distress ink tools. So we have our applicators. Now, I know that there are also applicators that are like more spongy. I didn't get those applicators yet. If any of you here have both of the applicators, these are the felt tip applicators or felt applicators. If you have the sponge ones also, let me know in the comments what's the difference, if there are a big difference. I'll probably need to go and get the more spongy ones, but for now we're going to work with this one. So let's see. We're going to do a demonstration first of applying the distress inks before we do our DIY. We're going to do a little bit of an application. Like a little application test. So we have a picture here, but of course I would like to start the application test with just like a clean sheet of paper, just to see how we like it, how we like the application. All right, Linda says she likes the sponges. Okay, well, that's good to know. That's why I have the makeup sponges. They seem to like do the Distress inks a little bit better. So we'll try both of those. So I think I'm going to try these toothpick holders when I do my DIY project. But until then, let's see. And I might do the... So there are several things that I have seen. I'm not huge on using the inks in my coloring pages at the moment, but I definitely need to get more comfortable and used to using it. So I see many people use these makeup brushes. Hi, Danielle. Thanks for joining. So Danielle's question will be next after Chicky Art's question, since she's here. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Fia. Thank you. Okay, so I've also seen, where are my other tools? Oh, here they are. So we have a makeup sponge. I've also seen like Zucchini Kitty, who uses her Distress inks a whole lot. I've also seen her using these stencil brushes. So I have a couple of those. And I've also seen her use these dabbers, sponge dabbers. So I have a few of those. So we're going to be doing it all. So put those there so they won't roll everywhere. Okay, so if you are an inker, if you like using your Distress inks, please let me know if you have any tips or tricks to the trade. So let's see. I have the Distress Oxide, and I have the little mini Distress inks. And I also want to try to use these little dabber things. And if I can't use these, I might, just like glue something to it and we'll figure it out. All right, so we're ready to get started. Now, the reason why I don't need this Distress. Well, I can use the Distress. The reason why I don't use Distress inks a whole lot in my coloring backgrounds is because you can't erase it, and you're pretty much stuck with whatever you put down. You're stuck with it because it's an ink. So I guess you can maybe do your background first, then maybe color over it. That would probably be like the best out. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. We're going to work with it. All right, so we're going to test out all 4 of these colors. Let's start with the Mermaid Lagoon. And we're going to use all of the stuff that we have right here to test it out. Whole bunch of inks now, and I'm too scared to use them. Oh, poor Danielle. I can imagine. I can only imagine how you would feel. Okay, so using the brush, okay, maybe I know I'm using too heavy of a hand of an application, because you see there that area there is just too much. So maybe I'll just very lightly. Okay, I think that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay, we've learned something. You can't go all in and just ink your brush up like Nisi. So you have to be very, very soft and light-handed with putting the ink onto the brush. So I can see how this can work. I am too, Danielle. You know I am so heavy-handed, so I just went all ham into putting that ink on this brush. I just went all in. So there's a little spot right there that I kind of want to cover. Okay, I'm liking that. That's pretty nice. Okay. So we have that application. So I'm going to write soft makeup brush. Okay, have that. Now, let's try a different color. Should I try a different color? No, I'm going to use the same color. We're going to use the same things. Lisa says, when I use the brush, I brush off some first onto spare paper and then the brush onto the background. Okay. Hi, Jackson. Thank you so much for joining. All right, I dab my brush off in acrylic block before I put the paper, before I put it on the paper. They can pick up the ink from the block when I'm ready for more color. Okay, well, let me get an acrylic block. Look, this is an interactive tutorial today. We all working together to figure this stuff out, okay? I am not claiming to know it all about everything in the universe. I need you all's help. So I'm not ashamed to say it. All right, so I'm getting an acrylic block. All right. Come on, acrylic block. Come on. Stop trying to give me a hard time. All right, so I have an acrylic block here. So, oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay. Like that. All right, so let's try the stencil brush. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Okay, I knew I wasn't going to like that. I don't know how Zucchini Kitty uses that. Maybe I'm too heavy-handed. No, it's like, no. It's like too scratchy. No, we're not doing this. That's not working. No to the acrylic brushes. Put those over there. Okay, next will be the makeup sponge. Whoops. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, this is not working. No. No to the makeup sponge. Nope. Now let's try the dabber. Ugh, is it just me or is it this ink? And this ink just, I don't like this. I do not like this at all. Some people make it just look so easy and effortless and just, I think I need to stick to my pastels. Okay, I don't like that either. Hi, Consuela. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so now let's try, this makeup sponge looks dirty, like makeup has been, okay, we'll use this side. Let me use it from here. Ooh, oh my, okay. What am I doing wrong? Somebody help me. This just is not, it's like, okay, so if like, it's not smooth. What was the first? The makeup brush, the soft makeup brush seems to be the best applicator so far. But like, it just seems like it doesn't distribute the color evenly. Okay, we have one more thing to try. And then after that, it's going to be bye-bye inks. Oh, not bye-bye inks. I'm going to figure these inks out. I don't know. Okay, so this applicator is pretty good. Okay, so the winners are the soft makeup brush and the felt applicator. Those are the winner tools. All the rest of the tools, maybe it's the paper. Well, this is the type of paper I usually print all of my coloring pages on. So this would be what I would be using, this cardstock. So this will be what I'm using. So if I can't use it for this paper, then all right, roll, as Scooby-Doo would say. Even though I don't watch Scooby-Doo, but he says rut-roll. Yes, the felt applicator does look nice. That and the brush. The brush seems to have, the soft makeup brush seems to have like a more concentrated application. And then the felt seems like it has more of a, like a lighter application. Hi, ST Hudson. Thank you for joining. Yes, Linda, marker paper would like spread the inks and everything. I have some marker paper, but I really I don't use marker paper much in my coloring because I'm just now getting into markers. So yeah. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to make a DIY distress ink applicator out of these toothpick dispensers from the Dollar Tree. Yes, let's do this live. Open it up. Get it together. So let's put all our distress inks to the side for now. Okay, Danielle says all your ink attempts have looked little spots and trying to blend them. Exactly, Danielle. See, that's me. That's why I don't use distress inks, because I'll be trying to blend every little spot and make every little piece perfect. And ink is ink. It's not going anywhere. So it may, I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. I have all these inks, so we're going to make it work some kind of way. So I have all these toothpicks here. I need to take these out. And I guess I can put them in a little cup here. I might need some of those toothpicks. Let me keep a couple of them out. And let me take a sip of coffee. We have to keep the energy up. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the bankhead bounce now. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Dave! Yes, Dave has made it into the house. We have our resident guy up in here. Thank you for joining, Dave. You you was missing live. Don't miss the live, Dave. You make this show what it is. Yes, Zucchini Kitty does make it look just like super easy. And like, I don't know. We're doing something wrong, but guess what? We're going to figure it out. We are going to figure it out together. So I have these hook and loop fasteners, the black ones. And I also have the fastener strips, the white ones, but I'm going to use the black ones today. All right. Let's see. I don't have a garbage anywhere. Okay, so what are we doing here? I think I can cut a little piece off and then put that away. So my plan is to use the inside of this little thingamabobby toothpick holder as like storage for the rest of the ink pads. Look at that. Yes. Close it up. Now we're going to work on this bottom. Where is my glue? All right, here's my glue. I got a little bit of super glue. Okay. I don't know what to do first. What should I do first? Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, should this be, I really don't need, it doesn't need to be like all together on there, right? Okay, okay, no problem, Dave. You the man. That's all I have to say. Okay, on the applicators, is that part down on the applicator? I guess it wouldn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter if this part is on the applicator or not, right? Or this part. I think this part should be on the bottom. Yes. Oh, and I didn't realize it had a sticky bottom already. So we're just going to put it down like that. Yes, we are. And then we're going to put this on the bottom like so. Okay, okay. And then we are going to do right there. Boom, we're done. Oh, we have made it. We got it. Okay, I think this might need, I might need to put like, we'll see. We'll see. It's a work in progress. It's a DIY. I don't even need the glue. Okay, so let's see what happens. Here we go. Uh-oh, I got little crumbs all over my paper. Little fastener hairs. Okay, so let's see how this works. This might be a fail, but we're going to see. Oh, all right. Hello. Hello. Oh, yes. We did it. We did it. Of course, I can perfect it maybe a little bit better, but so far, yes. This is life right here. I love this. Okay. So that's number one. DIY applicator number one. Number two, let's do this makeup brush. This is a makeup brush, Kabuki cosmetic brush from the Dollar Tree. And what I had in mind with this one was that you can use this side to just, oh goodness, to dust off your paper like I need to do right now because it's getting everywhere. Okay. We have our thingamabobbies here. And I think this one is going to work a lot better. Okay, so let's cut right here. I'm gonna stop cutting right there because I'm getting little fastener Velcro hairs everywhere. Okay, we have that applicator. I really like this one. I'm in love with this one because it's like storage for these. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? Danielle says she's totally digging through all of her crafting crap tonight and making that. I hear you. I hear you, girl. Go for it. Go for it. All right. So all we do is just stick this down. I didn't even need any glue. This is awesome. Okay. Let's just stick that down like so. Get off of their Velcro hair. And then stick this one down like so. I need the brush more than I need the applicator. And then let's stick it together. Have to give it a little spank, make sure it behaves. And then get that applicator all juiced up. Look, paper, why do you keep getting dirty? I knew I was going to drop something. I just knew it. Oh, I kind of like this one too. Yes. Okay. Winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh boy. Yes, I like it. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. We finally did it. Okay, so what I would probably do to perfect this one, yes, you can use both sides, dual purposes. To perfect this one, I would probably put more, like another piece of Velcro, like one of these little pieces here on each side, so that it can like raise up all the way and won't have this little divot or part down, so that it won't get that square like shape. So that's what I would probably do, make a complete circle so that it can be like right. But I'll perfect that at another time. We just trying to get it, you know, get the idea together. And I think we've accomplished that. So here are our 2 DIY ink distress Tim Holtz DIY ink distress thingamabobbies. Okay, applicators. So you can perfect yours, make it even better. But that's it. That is it. So I think that is done. You know what? But I do want to see if different types of felts apply differently. So let me cut off a little piece of this felt that came from the Dollar Tree. And then here is a piece of felt that's like super duper thick that I got from Walmart. And let's try and see if they have like a different application. Hi, Lisa. Both Lisas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right, that seems to go down about the same. Let's try this super soft one from Walmart. Oh, I don't like that one. Ooh, no. It's got too many, it's not smooth enough. Yeah, it's got too many ridges and bumps and lumps and humps in it. But the felt from Dollar Tree, believe it or not, was smooth, and the application went down so much better. Wow. Okay, let's put it on this block here. Take it from there like that. Oh, I like that also. So if you do not get these, you can get this whole roll. Oh my goodness, you can get this whole roll of felt from the Dollar Tree, and it's the exact same as these. And you're going to be getting a super huge roll. And the reason why, where's my top to my ink? Oh, the reason why I wanted to, oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. I have an idea. Light bulb, light bulb. Okay. You can cut this out square like these and make it where it can like put something in here that would, and then put your little Velcro, and then you can use this as the applicator. Or you can get this something square. This is a salt and pepper shaker. And I was thinking about putting like the applicator, extra applicator duplicate thingies in here, but someone had mentioned on like a Facebook group that they didn't like the round applicators because they left like a circle. So they said they were going to try the square ones. So I was like, okay, all you have to do is just cut out a square and then put the Velcro on it and you have a square one. Or if you want to cut out a huge one and you have something like super huge, something square. Okay, let me see. If you had something like this that was like flat, you can cut out this side and then you can just, yes. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Are you understanding what I'm spitting out? Wait a minute. Are you catching what I'm throwing? What's the saying? Help me. There's a saying somewhere, like, I don't know what it is right now. I think I've had too much coffee already. Oh my goodness. All right. So there we have it. So there's the art section. Done and done. So Chicky art, I don't know if I really answered your question, like how to apply to backgrounds. We could try to apply it to this background. I'm so well. There's no need to be scared. Just do what we have to do and just roll with it, right? No need to be scared. You digging it? Are you digging what I'm? Wait a minute. I don't know. Never mind. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Jack saying, look. Get it, girl. That's what I'm talking about. You all know how to read my mind completely. I love it. Oh, goodness. Oh, you are a bunch of very fun ladies and gentlemen. I tell you that. I love it. All right. So should we try a background or should we move to the next question? Oh, goodness. Okay, so a cheap set of inks is just fine. I really don't see like a whole lot of difference between like the distress inks and like regular inks. So these are some metallic inks. I'm going to open this cheap thing of inks and see if I can pick stuff up. Okay, I can't pick that up. These nails are just, they're debilitating me. That's what they're doing. So I don't see a huge difference in like cheaper inks and like Tim Holtz inks. I wonder, has this dried out? Okay, I better use this paper here. Oops. Oops. Oh, I don't think this is, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if that's dry or I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, there. So look, get the cheap inks. But what I think I am going to do, like one of these are dry. This is like a color box going straight to the paper with the pad. That does not work right. Oh, I have my little brush here that I can try. Oops, being heavy-handed again. Okay, we're going to figure those inks out. I love my inks. I did. Let me see. I rubbed it and you see what happened, Danielle. Look, that mess happened. I love my inks and my card making. I still do my card making. And yeah. But I tell you an idea that I did have. Okay, so these ink pads came from the Dollar Tree years ago, and it's like super dry. Well, it's not super dry. It's got a little ink in it because it's got on my finger. Now my finger got a fungus on it. It's green now, about to fall off. But I was thinking about re-inking these with the Distress inks, and that still has some red on it. But I have these Distress Oxide sprays. So I was thinking about spraying the pad and making the ink here. So let's try that. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see if we can take an old, decrepit, oh, I got the green, blue, and red here. Let's see if we can do some playtime here. Invent some stuff. Dave says, do old office ink pads still hold up like the old 70 Sanford? I don't think so. Nothing holds up like the old Sanford stuff. I don't think they do. They just don't make anything like they used to. It should work, Danielle. Well, we're going to see. Let's see if it works. If I can get into anything, I can't get into nothing. My gosh. What is really going on here? Is everything just against me today? Just don't want to cooperate? Okay, really? Is this child-proof or something? Maybe I do not need to use an X-Acto knife. No. I was about to say, maybe I need to use an X-Acto knife. That's as good as this gonna get. Oh, that's pretty. This is the color Worn Lipstick. Here we go. Spray, spray, spray. Uh-oh, look what I've done. I've gotten it all over my hands and all over the paper. You see this? Well, I tell you, we are experimenting over here. We are experimenting. I'm glad that I covered up my little picture. Okay, so let's use this side. Whew. And you all know I'm OCD. I don't like dirty stuff. And I don't like stuff to get all messed up. I'm like those little kids. Niecy proof. That's what it was. It was Niecy proof. We do not want Niecy to get into this bottle of Distress ink. Okay. So let's see. We're going to try this and see, did it re-ink this pad? Oh, yes, it did it. It did it. We did it. It's done. It re-inked it. Oh, I've found something here. Oh, we got something going here now. Oh, it's on. It is on like a chicken bone. Okay, let's try this bundled sage. Okay, let's see if this one is Niecy proof. I'm getting my X-Acto knife out. Forget all of this. Now, if I cut my finger off, you guys just call 911 wherever you are and just say, go get Niecy. They don't need to know my address. They can hear me hollering miles and miles and miles away because I cannot take pain. I do not take pain very well. So they'll find me. All right, let's put that knife away because last time, I don't think it was Dave, but it was one of the other gentlemen that was in the stream, and he was like, Niecy, please put that knife away that you got sitting beside you before you knock it off the desk and it go flying somewhere. Yes, I love their color names. Tim Holtz is so creative. Okay, so this time I am not going to spray because apparently that does not work. So I'm going to use this. What is this? Doo-doo dropper, not dropper. Dropper, whatever it is. Oh, that's not working. Pipette. I knew that. I knew that. Oh, you all know my mind is just a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay, what have I done? Why is this not seeping into? Maybe I should have sprayed it. Why is this not? Oh, it's going to penetrate eventually, I guess. This pad must have been like bone dry or something. Maybe I did need to spray it instead of... No, this is working just fine. This is just fine. I guess this is just fine. Uh-oh. Better not do that. Pick some of it back up. How do I do that? How do I pick some back up? I'm about to put some back down. Just in the areas. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to put it down like slower. I was putting it down too fast. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, Jackson? Oh, is everyone picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, I think that is exceptionally inked. That'll work. Okay, so ink. Done. All right. Let's see if I can wipe some of this red off. And let's see what happens. Ooh, that worked. That worked. Probably could use like a little bit more. Yep, that's perfect. I'm so excited. So that works. Nice and juicy. Look at that. We have it. All right, so let's use one of these as like a background. I have this blue one here. I'm just going to do it right over the blue. Oh, I like this better. OMG. Okay, I like this better than that Tim Holtz. Maybe my Tim Holtz ink pad, that blue one, was dry. I like this better. Look at that. Maybe this ink pad was dry or something. Okay, where's my other? Oh, here's my other one. Let's do it with the red. Where did I get the ink from? These inks come from Hobby Lobby. Wait a minute. Which inks are you talking about, Lisa? The sprays are from Hobby Lobby. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. You see, I got these sprays on clearance. And I also got the Distress Oxide sprays from Hobby Lobby on clearance. But these ink pads were at the Dollar Tree for $1 many moons ago. So that's where I got those from. So let's try the red. I like that. I like that better than I'm going to have to put like some, I'm going to have to put something here to keep the square shape from coming through. Yeah, I'm going to have to like fill this hole. You need to put Velcro all the way around, like cut a circle and then put it all the way around, and then put it all the way around this also. So that's how you need to cut that. Oh, I'm getting ink on my hands. I miss you too. I miss all of you. I've been like, a few of my videos have been not a few, quite a few of them have been pre-recorded because I had to go into the hospital. Just my health is just acting crazy. So I had to go into the hospital and emergency room and all kind of crazy stuff. But hey, no big deal. I'm doing a lot better now. So I'm here with you. Yay and yay. So let's try this makeup sponge and see if that's any better. Okay, so maybe it was just my ink pad that was irritating me or that wasn't working right. Because this still not the application that I would like, but it's better than before. So we found it. We found how to make this stuff work better. Make sure you have a juicy ink pad. Thank you, Danielle. All right, so I think we pretty much have the Distress ink issue down pat. I need to get my garbage can because I'm throwing stuff all over the floor. Okay, there we go. Got the garbage can close. Thank you, Dave. You know, it's always something in this life. Always something going awry. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it all. All right. So, let's see. Should we try to do a background together? I think we should wait on doing that background. We'll save actually doing a background until later when I get everything together, all of my colors together. But it would be nice to like blend something, but I don't have all my inks out at the moment. We'll do that next time. We'll work on ink backgrounds, but at least we've already shown how to apply them, what the best application tools are, and how to make the DIY applicators. So yes, was that good enough? Let's see, who was it? Chicky Art. Was that a good enough answer for your question about how to do Distress ink backgrounds? I hope so. But we'll do more on it. That should be like something ongoing over here because I'm trying to work on, you know, perfecting it, getting it to look like something that we would be proud of and that we would like. Oh, Tiffany, please do not remind me of our last chat, live chat. We were a mess. We were just a mess. That's all I have to say. Nothing more. So let's put all of this stuff away. And let's see. Our next question is going to be from Danielle. So let me pull it up. All right, Danielle, you asked, how do I keep track and organize all of my coloring book collection? Do I record the artists and the titles, or how do you group them together on the shelves? Some tips and tricks, or some tips on how to keep them organized. Okay, so I'm actually in the process of reorganizing all of my coloring books. Let you guys look at what I got going on here. Look at this. Coffee time, Coffee, the other vitamin C. So you know I love my coffee. So I'm actually in the process of reorganizing all my books to give them a better organization system. What I had before was my top, I think, two shelves. My top shelf was everything that I colored on a regular basis, like books that I go to and pull every single time I want to color just about. And then it just went down the tiers. My second shelf was coloring books that I not, was not so fond of. I just did sometimes. Then my next shelf was books that I rarely picked up, rarely colored in. Then my last shelf was duplicate coloring books. Any coloring books that I had duplicates of, that would be my last shelf. So what I'm doing now, let me look back here at it. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. And my top shelf, I think I'm going to put everything together by artist, the artist publisher name. That's what I'm going to do, whether I color in it often or not. I'm going to put all of the artists together. But on one of my shelves, it's completely for all of my whips and books that I'm constantly pulling out, working in, that I really, really love. So I have a shelf dedicated to my most colored in or my favorite coloring books and my whips and like my color charts, all that, so that it could be just at my disposal at all times. One shelf for that. The rest of the shelves, I have one dedicated shelf to all my duplicate coloring books, whether it's the same artist or not. I don't put duplicate coloring books with my regular ready to color in coloring books, because I don't want to color in a duplicate and color in both of them. I want to keep one of them clean, one copy clean and untouched. So the rest of the shelves will be organized by artist or publisher name. So does that make sense? So that's the organization system that I'm going for now. So I have one particular shelf that is all of my whips, all of my favorite coloring books, no matter who's the artist. Then I have the other coloring book shelf that is duplicates. They're all together, no matter who's the artist. But my other 3 or 4 shelves are going to be organized by artists or author or publisher. Like all my Jade Summer books are together. All my Ava Brown books are together. All my Creative Haven and Dover coloring books are together, and so forth and so on. But if there's a Creative Haven book that I constantly pull for, that's going to be on that shelf of my favorite coloring books that I'm constantly pulling at, if that makes any sense. I'm glad. Oh no, Tiffany, do not bring up milk and glue. Do not do it. Oh, we might have to bring up coffee and glue. No, we'll have coffee and alcohol ink applicators. Oh boy. Okay. So let's see. The next question. Let's see. I have Deb asks, can you please show how to apply glossy accents? She said that she tried a Q-tip and that didn't work. And then she tried her finger and that didn't work. Okay, yay. Glossy accents, how to apply them. All right, so let me show you this picture. And isn't this the most adorable picture in the world? I absolutely love it. This is going to be a coloring book that I'm about to feature on my channel. The artist contact me and I'm going to feature his coloring book with a flip through on the channel, but I couldn't wait until, to feature the book, the video. I just had to start coloring ASAP. So super cute, these images. So I use glossy accents on this picture. So on the eyes, I use the glossy accents. And on the chocolate, I use glossy accents. Now, there are two ways that I use glossy accents. I go straight from the bottle and use the tip just like you would apply like stickles. If I want an area to be very, very glossy, or if I want like a lot of accent there, like I wanted her eyes to just shine. I wanted her eyes to be like super glassy, but I only wanted a glaze over the chocolate. I didn't want that to be super glossy, okay? So for the eyes, I applied it directly to the paper, spreading it around evenly with the tip. But for the glaze part, and I usually do the glazing part, I usually do that for most of my glossy accent features. I'll put it in a, like a painter's, what do you call this thing? Not a painter's tray. What is this? Not a painting dish. Oh my goodness. I know what this is called, but my mind is gone. Anyway, you put it in this, a palette. Thank you, Danielle. You all are just the best. You're the best. Okay. This little painting palette that you can get from Dollar Tree. I squeeze a little bit out in here and I take my paintbrush and I just paint it on. And that's what I usually do for windows. If I want to paint windows or a large area, I don't want to use all my glossy accent up. So I'll just paint like a glaze over it. So that's how you apply glossy accents. That's that. So I can put my paintbrushes up, put the glossy accent up, and we're done. We're done. Thank you, Danielle. You are the best. All right. Inking up stencils. Okay. So Margaret asked, how can we ink up stencils? Let's see. Let me get some stencils out. I should have been more prepared. Yes, the Sakura glaze pens, I don't know, maybe I'm just not using them right, but they don't give enough of like a raised glossy feature like what I want. I think I'm not using them like they're supposed to be used. I think I need to use like a lot more. So Dave, do you apply like a lot? Like, do you supposed to, when you use the Jelly Roll glaze pens? Okay, Lisa, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining us. You have a wonderful night. Let me get my stencils out and we'll try to apply a stencil. Let's see. Let me get some of these stencils from the Dollar Tree that I bought. All right. Have this color wheel one. So we have a color wheel stencil. Let's see. Have a butterfly one. And have some stars and some words and some flowers. All right. So let's see we'll use that page. Okay. And let's see, what are we going to use? Trying to find my brush. Oh, here it is. So let's see which one of these we're going to play with. All right, let's see. You can watch the ink go down. They go down very fast when you're using them. Okay. You know, we never finish pencils. Yes, we don't. Oh, the ink always goes underneath and you can never get a good print. Well, we'll see. I'm going to use the back of this. No, I'm going to use in the front. We'll just do that. Maybe we'll do a butterfly. Let's try the butterfly. And hopefully it will. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this paper. No need for us to just waste it. We'll use it on here. So let's see. Let's try red. Okay. There's that. And why am I seeing? Ooh, that is pretty. Oh my. Why is there like lines in it though? But look at that. OMG. So pretty. Let's try it on this paper. Why not? Let's put it right here. Oh, wait, how do we want to put that there? Let's put it right there. Okay, now let's hold it down. I think the key to stencils are making sure you have a thick enough stencil. That's really important, a sturdy enough stencil, because there were stencils that were at the Dollar Tree that a lot of people were buying and showing, but they said that they were, well, on the packaging, it said that they were flexible. Did it say flexible stencils? No, these are flexible stencils. The other one said like paper stencils or something. And I could tell that they were like paper thin. And I was like, oh no, that's not going to work. That's going to be too thin. And like you said, Jackson, it was going to be going all under the stencil and that was not going to work. Oh, look at that. Ah! I can scream. I love it. I love this. Okay, so the key to stenciling is making sure you have a thick enough stencil and hold it down. If you have to even tape it down with painter's tape so that it can stay put, then that's super important. Let's use this yellow here. Okay, let me get my baby wipes. So that I can clean my brush. I need to use my stencils much more often. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these stencils off also. Done with that. Okay, let's try this stencil. This bigger one that says it's just a regular stencil. But yeah, those other stencils that a lot of people were getting, they had some beautiful patterns on there, but they were like paper thin. And I was like, no. Yes. I hear you, Jackson. So yes, use some painter's tape. Don't use any tape or like washi tape that's not too sticky. Don't use any tape that is like too sticky, because you don't want to ruin your project. So let me do the love here. The word love. And let's get us a little bit, okay, on our brush. No, I'll do sweet. No, I'll do life. I am so indecisive. Okay, there's something about this paper that, okay, I know what's wrong. The paper has indentations. That is so awesome. Oh, I got a little bit of the Y. This has indentations on it. That's why it looks like that. But that is so pretty. Let me do it here. Do it over here. Get a little bit more of this yellow. I'm going to do just the heart. I'm so glad whoever asked that question about inking up stencils. Look at that. I love this. I absolutely love it. That is so pretty. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando got me singing in Spanish. Ooh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I need to do the happy on the stencil. I'm stenciling out happy because that's how happy I am. Let's try it again. Let's try this green color. And we're going to stencil out happy. Doom, 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 doom. Is my green dry? Forget this green. That's what I think. These little ink pads are a little bit dry. Let's do this one that I just inked up. Yeah. And let's do happy. All right, let's make sure it's flat on our page. And then just lightly, I am going to have to pull out all of my stencils. ASAP. All right, you ready for the big reveal? Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Happy. Uh-oh, can you see it? I'm sorry. Happy. Isn't that nice? Yay. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you so much. Yes, everyone hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. We are flying through these Q&As. Okay, so we have the inking up stencils. Then someone asked, what do you use paint thinner for? Okay, so paint thinner, better known as odorless mineral spirits, is used in our painting or coloring or art to do blending. blending colored pencils, mainly colored pencils, blending crayons, if you use crayons in your art, or any kind of other medium that's waxy that you want to break down the pigments in to try to blend them together. I usually don't use my odorless mineral spirit or Gamsol or Zested. I usually don't use it very often because I am more of a colorless blender pencil girl. So other things you can use to blend is just your basic alcohol. You have like your alcohol markers, you have alcohol blenders that you can use to blend out color pencils, and you can also use them to blend your markers. So that's what you would use paint thinner for. Paint thinner and odorless mineral spirits, they're the same thing. So, or they're very, very similar. And let's see. The next question is, which 3 of your budget color pencil sets that are totally different and that I like the best? Okay. I have those 3 pencils. Those 3 pencil sets. The first one that I like, oh, and my case is so dusty. Apparently, I don't like them that much because the case is getting dusty because I haven't used them. The first one is, of course, my Starjoy 120 color pencil set. Can you 2 color? I don't understand, Tiffany. I'm lost. You're going to have to clarify that one. So, am I froze? Oh. I was froze. I end up hitting pause. There we go. So the Starjoy 120 are my absolute favorite budget-friendly colored pencils. In my opinion, they are different than all my other budget color pencils. They are unique to themselves. A lot of people say that they are exactly the same as the Deli colored pencils, but I don't feel that they are exactly the same. Not just to mention the fact that the Deli color pencils only come in 72 and these come in 120. Not to mention the fact that these have color names and the Delis don't. They only have the numbers. If you want a good laugh, watch here last. Yes, if you want to laugh, we all serious on this chat, you know. We trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep from busting a gut because I think I bust my gut on that last live. It was just, we had too much fun. It was just ridiculous. So not only the fact that there are so many more colors here, but also these pencils, the Starjoy, they're smaller barrels and the lead millimeter size is smaller. So those are all different factors, but to me, they don't perform the same. I know people say that these are an oil base and the Delis are oil based also. Yes, but these perform like a perfect balanced oil and wax based pencil mixed together. It's like, I always say, if Prismacolor and Polychromos got together and had a baby, this is what they would produce. These are just perfectly in the middle. Some pencils only they act like an oil-based pencil, like the Shuttle Art Brute Funner pencils. They act like an oil-based pencil because they require you to do a lot of layering before the colors start getting muddied. So it's just a whole big story, but I feel that these are very unique in themselves. So that's my first fave. My next set of color pencils that I feel are unique within themselves is not the Brute Funner. I just put them in this tin. Are my Guanghui Hero colored pencils. Now, I know that there are Guanghui color pencils out there under different names, like One Shui, or you may order let's see, some Sioux color or South Sun, and it may say Guanghui on the barrel with the circle number. But for some reason, the ones that were sold years ago that were called the Hero, I think their formula was different. They're actually gone. You can't really find them anymore. You can go on the Hero site and you can probably purchase them there. They also show up every now and then on AliExpress, but it's hard to find the actual Hero Guanghui oil-based colored pencils. I've done some videos in the past about how these color compared to Prismacolor, but I think these are very comparable to the full color barrel Brute Funner oil-based color pencil. Now remember, there are two different versions of all these budget pencils. The Brute Funner has like 3 versions, actually. It has the Black Barrel, which is exactly the same as the Black Barrel Shuttle Art and the Black Barrel Color and the Black Barrel Sioux Color. Brute Funner also has the full colored barrel that looks just like this, that has the circle number in the circle right there, but the numbers are different from the Guanghui. So I think those and these are very much alike, but also Wang Shui makes these type of pencils. And I've heard people say that they didn't have good quality. They were bad pencils. They were breaking. Even though that Wang Shui, they look just like these, I think that the formula was a little bit different. Now, if you have both the Guanghui Hero, not the Guanghui by Wang Shui or whatever, it has to say Hero on the tin. If you have those and another full color barrel color pencil and you feel that they are exactly the same, let me know in the comments. Okay. Yes, Tiffany, Andy is working on that new set, and I tell you, I am holding out. I'm not buying any other colored pencils until he comes out with that new set that that he's working on now. He did email me and let me know that he was working on the new set, and he said as soon as they come out, as soon as he get close to production, he's going to let me know so that I can get them here and be able to let you know. But as soon as they come out, I'm definitely getting them, because the word on the street is, well, not word on the street, because he told me personally that they were going to be a better version of the Starjoy. They were going to be better, even better than the Deli, because the Deli does not have more than 72 colors, and the Deli does not have the names on the barrel. So he's going to make them amazing. So I'm so looking forward to that. I'm not buying any more budget color pencils because I'm just waiting on that one set and then I'm done. So I may get a couple other budget friendly sets like the Naoni color pencils, but I want to wait until those start printing the names on their barrels. And the Marco Renoir, I want those to have names on the barrel too, because I'm not going to pay $50, $60 for a pencil that only has numbers on the barrel. I feel if you want to take my money up to $50, $60, then you need to put some names on those barrels, okay? Yes. So, now what were we talking about? Oh, yes. So this is one of a unique set, but it's going to get confusing because you can't find this exact one anymore. You're going to find the one that looks like this, and it can say Guanghui, but it may not be that exact formula, because like I was telling you in the truth video, the Chinese companies will take the exact same name and the exact same pencils, and there sometimes will be the exact same pencils, but sometimes there will be a slight variation in the formulas depending on which factory is coming from and what the like producer or manufacturer or company that is asking them to be made in that factory, what they want in their pencils. And I honestly think that the Hero has a special formula because they perform very well, very well. But if you can't find these, I think the Brute Funner full color barrel, round barrel, not the square barrel, because we all know that the square barrel Brute Funners are amazing. But the round ones, full color barrel, I've heard a lot of people say they really, really, really like those. So I think those are unique, but I am going to be doing a video showing you what pencils are exactly the same and which ones are different. So I'm doing my research now to try to figure that whole thing out. So that should be coming hopefully soon. But the last set of color pencils, budget pencils that I feel are very unique are the Leisure Art color pencils. And I hate the fact that they only come in a set of 30, and it has to be this premium set of Leisure Art pencils, not the set that comes that has the L and the A on it and it's at Walmart. It's this silver barrel and it comes in a box and it's only 30 pencils. Yes, there are no names and no numbers on the barrels, but these pencils color so smoothly and so soft and so pigmented. And the only reason I don't use them more is because I'm addicted to having larger sets, of course. And I'm also addicted to having names and numbers on pencils for me to use them. I don't know why, but that's just a pet peeve of mine, I believe. But these pencils are so super pigmented. I got these from Ollie's quite a while ago, and I think they've changed the packaging recently. But they're still in a box, and they still say like premium colored pencils. And it's a pack of 30. They remind me of my other favorite pencils, which the price has went up astronomically on those. And that's the Prismacolor Scholars. You can't say those are a budget pencil anymore because you can't find those at a cheap price anymore either. That was my first real nice set of pencils. But these remind me quite a bit of those. So that is that. And the last question was, how do you figure out a color blend for a page with coloring pencils without looking muddy? Okay, that's a good question. So the only way your colors would look muddy is if you took 2 or 3 colors that would make the color brown. So that's the only thing that would really muddy up your colors. And also another thing that I have like 3 or 4 different color combinations that I pretty much stick with all the time. And I know those colors, they're tried and true and tested where I know they're not going to muddy up. So the only time your colors will really muddy up and look all, dingy and dirty and brown looking is if you're using colors that you have never used before to blend together. So that's when you would maybe need to test that blend before you put it on your paper. So let me just give you an example very quickly. Let's see. Some of my favorite color combinations. It's like a red, an orange, and like these 4 colors here are like my favorite colors to combine in any pencil set. A red, an orange, a yellow orange, and a yellow. So no matter what you do, you will never end up having these colors to look muddy because like they're in the same color family. So another thing would be to always choose colors that are in the same color family. They'll never muddy up if they're in the same color family. So I'm going on top of that red with that orange. Then I'm going on top of all of it with this orange. And it's no matter what I'm doing, it's not muddying up. It's not looking, you know, dingy or muddy. Then I'm going with this yellow at the end over all of it. And that's the perfect blend. Look, we did that so quickly. There's a perfect blend. So the key is to, like I said, stay in the same color family. You can do that with greens, blues, any color. Just stay in the same color family and make sure the colors, you know, blend well together. Don't use a color combination that you're completely unfamiliar with. If you are, try it out on a scratch piece of paper. All right, so our last question for tonight is going to be from Rana, who asks, what is the difference between ink oxide and distress ink? So that is a good question. The distress oxide ink actually activates with water. It if you spray water on it, it'll start to look like this cover here. It'll get really blotchy, and that's kind of a technique that Tim Holtz designed this to do. But the distress ink is it doesn't react like that. It doesn't do that. It's just like your regular ink, but it's formulated to still look old and antique, but it's not formulated to react with water and get like these faded spots. So you can actually use the distress oxide just like you would use the distress ink, but the distress oxide has a more powdery consistency, and the distress ink has more of an ink consistency, if that makes any sense. So let me show you very quickly. These are both the same color, Abandoned Coral. And you can see like on here, it's like super powdery. And the application goes down more like a silky. Oh, I like that better actually than the ink, the distress ink. So it goes down more silky and powdery. And when you touch it, it stays like wet longer because you can actually activate this with water and make it like faded and blotchy. And let's try the ink. And see, that's a totally different application. It does not look the same. The distress oxide actually looks smoother. So I may be using the distress oxide more than the distress ink. So let me put it up closer. Can you see the difference? There's definitely a difference between the two. So let's see if I spray this with water. I'm spraying both of those with water. Let's see what happens. Doesn't look like anything is happening. They seem to be, the distress ink is actually reacting a little bit more than the distress oxide. probably if you put like a lot more on here, then it would react more. Uh-oh, I have some soap in this. Uh-oh. No wonder it's not reacting. I sprayed it with some soapy water. Okay, it must be time to go. Oh, well, that was it. That's it. We will have another Q&A session next time, and leave your questions. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below in this video. After we wrap it up, you can come back over to the video and then put your questions that you want to discuss on our next live Q&A session, and we can do some demonstrations and live things on our next session. But I have absolutely enjoyed you all. You've been an amazing audience. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Dash T, thank you for joining. That's okay that you were late. Catch the replay. You're perfectly fine. All right, everyone. I will be ending this live right now. Let's see. Could you add Black Widow Monarch into your comparison video? I don't have the Monarch Black Widows. I only have, I think it's the Scorpion. No. Which ones do I have? Is it the Scorpion or is it the one with the spider on it? I think I have the Scorpions. I only have the Scorpion set. I don't have any of the other sets. What kind of brush? This brush here, it's the makeup brush. The soft makeup brush that you can get from the Dollar Tree. That's the brush that I use for the oxides. Well, the inks. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. You have a wonderful evening, and I am going to go now and drink another cup of coffee. All right, my lovelies. Thank you again, and you have a wonderful, wonderful night. And as always, happy coloring. Bye.